Welcome to Senior Insights. Come on in. My name is Cynthia. And today we're going to talk about, did I do that? Do you remember that? Did I do that? My voice isn't quite the same, but that voice is the voice of Steve Urkel. Hopefully you guys know him, who Steve Urkel was. He was a character in a show called The Family Matters in the 1990s. And he was always apologizing for something. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about apologizing, because it has been called to my attention that I've been saying I'm sorry an awful lot in my videos. And when somebody says they're sorry an awful lot, to me, it irritates me. And I have trained at least one person not to be saying I'm sorry all the time. But I haven't been able to train myself totally. I don't do it as much as I did, but I still do it. So, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, what is it? Saying, do you have your coffee? I don't know if I told you to bring your coffee and your muffins. Some people have actually gone out and get muffins. You know what happened to mine? Buffy ate mine the other day. She ate them. So those who feel that she's not getting fed enough, trust me, she is. So, but let's get real. We've been apologizing for things, at least I have, and many of the people that I know have been apologizing for things that they didn't even do. Am I right? Do you do that? Many of us do. Maybe we don't do it all the time, but occasionally we slip up. And let's guess, is it good for you or not? So let's figure out when to say you're sorry and when not to say you're sorry. I'm sorry. Look at that, I just did it. I was going to apologize for pulling up my sleeves. That's what I mean. That's how easy it is to say, I'm sorry. But why should I apologize to you for me rolling up my sleeves? It's hot. And it doesn't hurt you one iota. And I need to roll up my sleeves. So why would I say I'm sorry? But I was going to say. So let's talk about some of the good things when you apologize, when you say you're sorry, and when you say you're sorry for something that you actually did. It's good for your self-esteem. You feel good about yourself. You feel like you finally, owned that situation. And it's a good thing. It's good for relationships. If there's something, if a husband and wife had an argument and someone was really wrong and finally apologizes, it mends the relationship. It provides that person who just owned whatever action it was that they had to say they're sorry about more credibility. And it seems as though they actually cared and that they actually were remorseful. It shows when you apologize that you have a certain amount of maturity and grace. And it reduces when you apologize for something that you did that you need to apologize for. It reduces your anxiety and your stress right away. Internally, it improves your self-respect. It improves the respect of the person that you apologize to towards you. You're acknowledging that that person's feelings are important to you and that you're sorry for whatever you did or whatever you said. And you took responsibility for your actions. So those are all reasons why it's good to apologize. It fosters forgiveness. It builds trust, promotes understanding. It avoids further conflicts. It helps maintain professional relationships. Most of us aren't working, but if you were working, well, maybe you're volunteering and you made a mistake, or you sent someone in the wrong direction, or whatever kind of volunteering you're doing, and you made a mistake. You need to own up to it and say, I'm really sorry, I messed up, I did that. It demonstrates that you're accountable for your actions, and we should all be accountable for our actions. And it enhances our reputation, our empathy, and our integrity. So, basically, what apologizing or saying you're sorry for, it opens up your lines of communication, it resolves conflicts, and most all these things we've talked about. So, apologizing when you've done something that needs to be apologized is a very good thing. It's something that maybe we should practice doing a little bit more. Instead of saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to roll up my sleeves. I couldn't believe I did that. That was not part of the script. But that's the example that I'm saying. We're so quick to say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You know, you bump into someone at the store, and instead of saying, excuse me, you say, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Just say, excuse me. Unless you knock their teeth out or something, and then maybe you ought to apologize. Why do people do that? Why do they do that excessive apologizing? Well, most of the time, it's a fear. Well, one of the things is a fear of conflict. They like peace. We like peace. We don't want anyone to get upset by anything we said. We want to keep everything smooth, no conflicts, and so that's why we very quickly say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Most of us who do this, myself included, have low self-esteem and don't know how to be assertive. We have to get over that. We really have to get over it. We apologize because we want to get approval from the person that we're apologizing to. But all they do is get confused and annoyed that you're apologizing all the time. Sometimes we apologize for nothing to reduce anxiety and stress. And it's a way that we can feel in control. We like to please people. Now I can use myself an example. Here I am doing a channel on YouTube. And I'm doing things that I'm not accustomed to doing. I want to please you. I want to make you happy. I want you not to be annoyed with me. I want you to maybe learn something that tweaks your interest a little bit. It doesn't have to be anything earth-shattering. This isn't a college PhD course, that's for darn sure. So that might be why I'm saying I'm sorry a lot more in some of my videos. I don't want you to think less of me. Assertive. In other words, we can't, this is just an example. They will call me. They will ask me, what are you doing? I tell them honestly, I'm doing my prayers. Oh, I'm so sorry I called you. Well, why should they be sorry that they called me? Because they didn't know that I was doing my prayers. Right? That's not something that you apologize for. You could say, Why don't you let me hang up and I'll call you back? That's what that person could say. Or they could say, whoops, let me call you back. How long does it usually take you? They don't have to feel bad because they interrupted me. I can continue with what I'm doing and then we can get together afterwards. How about somebody's hair is a mess? I've been doing this. I've been saying, oh, I have bedhead. Why should I tell you that I have bedhead? You can already see it. It's nothing to be sorry about. Everybody has bedhead when they wake up in the morning. But those are some of the things, and you perceive that person who's saying these things as, the hell's wrong with her? You become unclear, you're ambiguous, people don't understand why the heck you're misunderstanding them or whatever. So, do we continue doing this, or do we figure out how to try and break the habit? I think we have to try and break the habit, and that's not easy. That's not easy, as you can just see from me, just doing that. God knows if I've done it a couple of times already during this talk. But what will happen is, if we can get a grip on this, is we'll have better self-confidence, we'll have better self-esteem, we'll have mindful communication, we will know what we're talking about, we will know what we're trying to express. We will know that we didn't do something terrible because we called someone up at an inappropriate time. Now, if you knew that that person was going to be praying at that particular time, that's another story. I would say that that's maybe like a passive-aggressive kind of apology. So there's different kinds of apologies. There's the forgetful apology. I'm sorry. Is it that I'm sorry for? I can't remember what I'm sorry for, but I'm sorry. Well, what's that all about? Or how about the non-apology apology? I'm sorry you took it that way. That's throwing it right back to the other person. It's not apologizing. What about the passive-aggressive apology? I'm sorry that you're so sensitive. That's a zinger. Just saying that makes me irritated. Or how about the spouse's apology? I don't have to worry about this one. You were right and I was wrong. Let's not talk about this anymore. Have you guys ever done something like that? Or has someone done it for you, to you, with you, however? So here's the golden rule. Say you're sorry when you've done something that needs an apology for. And never apologize for being yourself. Skip it if it's something that you shouldn't apologize for. Don't apologize. Can you put in the comments the kind of strongest thing you've ever apologized for and how you did it? And were you serious when you did it? So let's be kind. Let's stay kind and uplifting and honest and stay that unapologetic you. Because there's no reason to be apologizing because the sun is shining. Thank you for watching. Make sure you come back tomorrow. Bring your coffee, bring your tea, and bring a friend. Everyone is welcome. Thank you. Have a great day.